There's a kind of influence that's more powerful than word. You've seen it before. The man who walks into a room and immediately commands respect. He hasn't said a single thing, yet people notice him, listen to him, and adjust themselves around him. That's not luck. That's silent influence. And it's a skill every man can build. You don't have to be loud to be powerful. You just have to understand how to project strength without needing to speak so many words. If you want to become that kind of man who influences others just by showing up, then I want to invite you into my private coaching program. Inside, I'll help you build the mindset, discipline, fitness, and leadership qualities that make men magnetic. Real world influence, no fluff, no faking. Join by using the first link in the description and start becoming the man everyone else adjusts for. Point 1. Command respect with how you carry yourself. The way you carry yourself is the first thing people judge. Before you speak, they notice your posture, your walk, your facial expression, your eye contact. If you're hunched over, hesitant, or nervous looking, it sends one message. This man doubts himself. And the world mirrors back that same image to you. But if you walk tall, stand firm, and move like you belong wherever you are, people treat you differently. It's not about arrogance, it's about owning your space. Shoulders back, chin up, eyes forward. Move with purpose, not hesitation. When you enter a room, you don't ask for permission, you take your place. That subtle shift in body language signals that you're grounded and in control. You're not chasing approval, and that instantly makes you more influential. Another key piece here is stillness. Fidgety, nervous movements scream insecurity, but a man who can be still, relaxed, and calm under pressure communicates power. He's not trying to impress anyone. He doesn't have to. His calm is proof that he's comfortable with who he is. Want people to respect you before you speak? Fix how you move, how you stand, how you sit. Develop awareness of your physical presence, because when your body speaks with confidence, people will listen. Point 2. Build a look that commands attention. Whether you like it or not, you are being judged instantly by how you look. And before you object, this isn't about being some kind of fashion model. It's about building a look that signals discipline, strength, and intentionality. You can influence how people see you without ever speaking, just by showing that you actually care about yourself. Start with your grooming. A well-cut beard, a clean haircut, and fresh breath do more for silent influence than any quote or speech. Then there's your wardrobe. You don't need expensive clothes, but you do need clothes that fit you very well, are clean, and reflect self-respect. People don't trust men who look like they don't care. Your physical condition also matters. If your body shows signs of discipline, broad shoulders, solid posture, lean frame, people assume you're reliable. You don't need to be shredded, but you do need to look like a man who can handle himself. If your body screams laziness, it's hard to be taken seriously. But if it reflects effort and strength, it speaks volumes before you utter a word. What you wear, how you groom, how you've built your body all contribute to an unspoken message that you send. If that message is sharp, intentional, and masculine, you'll instantly influence how people treat you. So remember, your look isn't shallow, it's strategic. Influence begins the moment someone sees you. And if your appearance says, this man has standards, people will listen closely, even before you speak. Point 3. Own the room through stillness and space. Here's one of the most overlooked tools of influence: stillness. Most men are constantly shifting, fidgeting, checking their phone, adjusting their clothes. These little movements signal anxiety, but the man who can hold still, who can sit in silence without fidgeting, who doesn't rush to fill every gap, he communicates a level of control that others instinctively respect. Stillness shows self-possession. It says, I don't need to prove myself. When you can hold your ground, make eye contact without breaking it, and resist the urge to fill silence with noise, you become magnetic. It's not about intimidation. People sense that you're anchored, and that sense of groundedness is contagious. Another form of silent influence is how you own your space. Don't collapse inward. Take up space like you belong. When you walk into a room, don't shrink. Move slowly, plant your feet, be deliberate. When you sit, relax in your chair. Don't perch on the edge like you're waiting to be dismissed. And when you engage, use your eyes, your pause, your gestures with precision. Most men don't know how they move through the world, let alone how to command it. That's why I built my private coaching program, to show men like you exactly how to build the silent power from the ground up. You'll learn how to project quiet authority in any room that you walk into. Join using the first link in the description and start leading without having to say a single word. Point 4. Master the art of eye contact. Your eyes say more than your mouth ever could. The way you look at people, how long you hold a gaze, where your focus lens, whether you dart or stare, all send signals. Eye contact is one of the most primal forms of communication, and it plays a massive role in influence. Weak eye contact says you're unsure of yourself, that you're hiding something, that you're not worth following. Strong, steady eye contact says, I'm not intimidated. I know who I am. I see you and I expect to be seen. The key is balance. Don't stare someone down like you're trying to fight them, unless you are. And don't look away the second someone looks back at you. Maintain a steady gaze. Let your eye contact show calm awareness. Whether you're speaking or silent, eye contact gives weight to your presence. When you're talking to someone, give them your full attention. It means looking with purpose. When you're listening, really look at the person. Don't glance at your phone or scan the room. Let them feel like they matter. That level of attention is rare and very powerful. Practicing better eye contact can be uncomfortable at first, especially if you're trying to avoid it. But get used to it. Real influence requires you to face people directly without flinching. Your gaze can lead, comfort, challenge, or command, all without a single word being spoken. If you want to command respect, your eyes must reflect the man who respects himself. Own your gaze, and you'll start owning every room that you walk into. Let your standards speak louder than your voice. You don't need to say much when your life speaks for you. The standard you live by, what you tolerate, what you pursue, and what you allow. Tell the world what kind of man you are. And when those standards are high, you influence everyone around you without ever opening your mouth. If you're consistent, people notice. If you always show up early, they notice. If you take care of your health, your space, your relationships, they notice. You don't have to brag, you just live it. Your example becomes your language, and strong men respect example more than talk. Most men say too much and do too little. That's why they're not taken seriously. Influence isn't about talking louder, it's about living better. Set high expectations for yourself. Be the man who does what he says. Be the man who doesn't settle for mediocrity. Be the man who demands excellence from himself, because others will follow suit. And here's the secret. When your standards are non-negotiable, people adjust to you. They rise to meet you. You shift the environment just by holding the line. That's real power. That's silent leadership. You don't need to make noise when your life makes a statement. So stop trying to convince everyone. Just out-discipline them. Out-consist them. Out-commit them. Influence will follow. Influence isn't about being loud and boisterous. It's not about having the best words. It's about becoming a man who moves the room without speaking. A man who leads with presence, consistency, and unshakable standards. But most men don't know how to build that kind of influence. They're guessing. They're coping. They're copying. They're lost. That's why I built my private coaching program, to give you the roadmap. I'll walk you through how to develop this silent power step by step. The posture, the control, the consistency, and the leadership that follows. If you're ready to become that kind of man who doesn't need to speak just to lead, click the first link in the description and join us. Let's build your silent influence into something unshakable.